At this point, I would like to introduce David Gevorkyan. David is a Glendale Measure S Bond Committee Commissioner and a member of the Planning Committee for this event. So we asked him to do the POW MIA presentation. David?
Those who have served in the armed forces of the United States of America are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, our privileges, and our rights, there are others who have endured and may still be enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, and internment. Before we continue today, let us pause together to recognize our prisoners of war and those who are missing in action. They are called POWs. They are called MIAs. They are called comrades. But we call them our brothers and sisters. They are unable to be with their loved ones and families today. So we join together to pay our humble tribute to them and bear witness to their continued absence. This honor ceremony symbolizes that they are with us today, here in spirit, here in the depths of our hearts and in the impressions of our memories. But they are not here today. Their chairs are empty, but saved for their hoped return. Together, let us remember their absence. Let us remember and honor the men and women, the brothers and sisters, the friends and neighbors who are prisoners of war or missing in action from all branches of service that are too often forgotten. Let us remember them. We call your attention to this small table, which occupies a place of dignity and honor. It is a table set for all of our prisoners of war and those missing in action from all wars that our great nation has endured. This table is set for one. It is small. It symbolizes the frailty of one prisoner alone against his or her suppressors. The empty place represents Americans still missing from each of the 5 services: the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, and, of course, civilians. You may have noticed the color of the tablecloth. It is white. It symbolizes the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms, so that we and our children could remain free from oppression. And notice the candle, the lone candle, which symbolizes the frailty of a prisoner alone, trying to stand up against his oppressors. And the candle is lit. It symbolizes the upward reach of their unconquerable spirit. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home, away from their captors and into the open arms of a grateful nation. Let us remember. And you notice the black ribbon eloquently tied around the candle. It reminds us of those who will not be coming home. And the red ribbon, The red ribbon on the vase represents those who demand a proper accounting of our missing comrades who are not here with us today. And notice the rose, a single rose, which reminds us of the loved ones and of the families of our comrades in arms who keep their faith and await for their return, hopefully one day. And the red color of the rose signifies the blood they have shed to ensure the freedom of our great United States of America. Let us remember. And there is a slice of lemon on the bread plate. It is there to remind us of their bitter fate. Let us remember. And there is salt on that plate, symbolizing the salty tears of their families as they wait and remember. And the glass, the inverted glass. The glass is inverted because they cannot toast with us today, but maybe tomorrow, if we remember. And as we look upon this empty table, let us remember and honor our comrades, not as ghosts from the past, but as the souls of our present and the spirit of our future. And for those of you who have served with them, who call them your comrades, and who depended upon their might and aid, since you are here today, then surely they have not forsaken you. We must all remember, and remember those we depended on to go into battle, for they depend on us to bring them home. Remember our friends and neighbors, our sisters and brothers. They are the ones we love, for they loved life and freedom as we do. And as the cadet extinguishes this candle, let us transfer its flame into our own hearts. Let us remember now and forget never.